Hey everyone, it's me, Caroline. Today I am at a really cool place called DFW Plaza, which is located in Grapevine, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, just outside the airport. And this is essentially a place where you can watch the airplanes landing and taking off. It is so cool. So we're going to take a look around at the planes landing, taking off, and all that this little beautiful spot entails. So as we drive into the entrance of Founders Plaza, you can see it's not very busy, and this is typically how it is, just open, beautiful landscape. We looked up because it was such a windy day, the flags were going crazy, and then I noticed an airplane just flying straight up diagonally up against the clear blue sky as a backdrop. It was magical. That was the perfect welcome to this beautiful lookout area. So as we drive up, you can see on the left, there's a structure with sunshades, and that is a commemorative monument that honors the soldiers in our different branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. We will go back to that toward the end because I know everybody wants me to start with the airplanes, and that is the most exciting part. After parking the car, I decided to just walk along the pedestrian-friendly path that leads to the middle of the plaza, and right in the center is a very tall broadcast tower. This tower is not just for looks. It literally broadcasts the live audio feed from air traffic control as planes are taking off and landing. I meant to stop and film this model airplane and the information around it, but I got distracted from a plane taking off right in front of me. I ended up listening to the calm, authoritative voices of air traffic control, and I realized that they were discussing the planes that I was watching take off, which was so cool.
Runway 33, runway 35, 36 right, on board. 2809, and departure. Departure, right, 2809. Number 3916, Echo 2, Whiskey Kilo, hold short over 936 right, it won't be long.
As you can see, there are picnic tables where people can come sit down to watch the planes take off, and I have seen a number of people bring food, snacks, or just their lunches and sit down to eat and watch the planes. It is just a really peaceful place.
Ground 185 on the other side. Ground 36 right, Whiskey Kilo, contact ground on the other side, American.
I really like this side of the plaza where you see the statues of the children running and playing. On the weekends, you will really see children running and playing around those statues as well. I just feel like this side of the plaza has such an open landscape to observe the planes. I started filming some of these cool work vehicles when suddenly this airplane just takes off from a runway I didn't even know was back there. And look at it. It is a big piece of machinery. And I'm still so amazed that something that size can take off from the ground and go at that speed to stay in the air. Back over to my favorite area where the children are that are statues. If you look to the right, you can see a whole parking lot of UPS airplanes. I don't know if this is a parking lot, if it's their side of the airport, or what the deal is, but if you look on the fins of these giant airplanes, it says UPS and there's a brown background. I watched this huge UPS plane driving away from me, and then another one came back. I don't know if it was the same one, so I decided I am just going to continue watching this UPS plane until it takes off, and that was my goal. Again, these planes are so much bigger than I realized, but as I looked on, I was wondering, how is this UPS plane going to turn left toward me to take off? And that's when it happened. Another plane immediately took off over the UPS plane. And it turned out the UPS plane was just driving across the airport parking lot to another parking lot or maintenance or something. And I got a front row view to this surprise plane that just came out of nowhere. And this is what I did on my day 35 of my mission to remember the year 2026. I know I'm going to remember this day and this experience, and I invite you to join me on my mission as well. I'll put more information in the comment section below. Now that we've enjoyed this beautiful plane taking off, let's go back to the center of the plaza where the commemorative area is that honors our soldiers and military. Welcome home a hero. I read online that this monument was not just to honor military troops, but it was also established to commemorate the volunteers who greet soldiers, and that's the name of the program, the Welcome Home a Hero Volunteer Program. I personally had never heard of this program, but I think it sounds wonderful, and I'm going to look into it more. As you can see, this display was beautifully created, and I think it is worth anyone's time to stop by and see it for yourself. Founders Plaza is located on the north end of DFW Airport and is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. according to online reports. But definitely check their website if you're planning to go. Thanks for joining me on day 35 of my mission to remember the year. I'm so happy that I was able to go to Founders Plaza again. And if you want to know more about me, check out my website at carolinefleur.com. And I'll see you on my next video.